A very good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch UBC News tonight. Today on the 31st of May 2025, the last day of this month. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sharon Chomjisha. We'll take a look at our top stories of today. Hundreds gather in Movende during the Buganda for Museveni crusade. Prime Minister Robinah Nabanja urges the public to embrace ID renewal and registration. DP delegates gather in Barra to elect leadership. And still to come, nationals urged to pre-register on the NERA website. Good evening once again. In our top stories of the day, in our top stories of the day, the Prime Minister, Robinah Nabanja, has urged all Ugandans to participate in the ongoing National Identification Card Update exercise that kicked off this week. The Premier, who also served as the Woman Member of Parliament for Kakumiro District, spoke after updating her ID in Kakumiro today.
National Identification Card update started this week on 27th May 2025 and is expected to end in November this year. The exercise is being conducted by the National Identification Registration Authority, NERA. This morning, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robinah Nabanja, joined the rest of Ugandans to update their national IDs.
Is very important because it has so many important issues it's going to solve.
The Prime Minister explained why Ugandans should embrace this exercise even when your national ID has not expired.
One, we are going to use it during the voter identification exercise so that we can have a free and fair election. And two, the President has insisted that we need to use this updated national identification exercise for us to know the exact number of voters we have.
Recently, the government carried out a national population and housing census, which indicated that Ugandans are 45.9 million. However, the Prime Minister says the national ID update exercise will be able to confirm the results of the just concluded exercise.
This will also help us to compare what we are getting now and what we got during the census exercise. It is going to give us actual numbers of voters in the country. And this will help us to avoid rigging during elections.
She called upon all Ugandans to turn up for the exercise.
It is going to help our people, especially those who had expired identification cards, those who do not have national IDs, to acquire them for easy identification, even when they travel out of the country, especially when you are traveling to East African countries. You only need an identification card for you to move. And so this exercise should be supported by everybody in the country. And this exercise should be supported by all leaders in the country and everybody, because it's very important. Those who don't have identity cards or who have never registered, they don't have identity cards, they don't have even mini numbers, they are going to be given mini numbers.
President Yoweri Museveni, to mobilize at the campaign, has been able to, the campaign to mobilize support for President Museveni among the people of Buganda has been taken to Kasambia County in Movende District, a constituency represented by David Kabanda. Upon arrival at Kasambia Playground, Kabanda was welcomed by hundreds of people who by the end of the day endorsed President Museveni as the sole candidate for the upcoming general elections.
The campaign dubbed Buganda Form 7 continues to traverse various districts in the Buganda region. This time round, Kasambia County Ground in Mubende district played host to the gala. Kasambia County Member of Parliament and Patriotic League of Uganda Secretary General Daudi Kabanda spearheaded the campaign.
The Buganda Parliamentary Caucus started a campaign termed as Buganda Form 7. We are trying to revive the support of NRM in this region. That's why we have been moving around constituencies to introduce this idea to our people.
Led by NRM Buganda Caucus members, the campaign serves as a platform to provide accountability to the electorate regarding the government's achievements.
To our tours around Buganda, the tours so far that we have made have actually given us an opportunity to give accountability to the people that we lead, to the people that we represent. Sometimes we mention things that people do not usually associate to the works of government. When they see such works being done and then you indicate to them how they are attributed to the government of Uganda, people change their perception.
That when you lend me, you expect me to pay back. So we have to lend President Museveni our support. That's what we are doing here. We have to give him our support so that we remind him that, Your Excellency, we've supported you. Stop supporting other regions and you leave us behind. You can see what is happening in the Teso sub-region. Teso has a vice president, Teso has a speaker, Teso has almost everybody. They have 10 ministers. In Greater Mubende we only have 3. And it is by God's grace that we got them, because most of them lost. But it is the president who decided to say, no, even if you lost, let me bring you back. Now, supposedly he had not done that. We are not going to have any minister in Greater Mubende. So we kindly request our people to continue supporting the national resistance movement with its people.
Mubende district continues to grapple with poor road infrastructure. However, Kabanda noted that the long-stalled construction of the Mityana Mubende road is now back on track following government funding.
The road that starts from Mityana to Mubende, we also have another road here which is due for tarmacking. But the other one, the president recently when I was visiting Mubende, of course he pushed the blame to the Ministry of Works. Others thought he had pushed the blame, but that's the fact. Any road in Uganda has got a period that it has to be reconstructed.
Leaders in Mubende are also focused on ensuring improvements in the health care and education to meet the district's growing demands.
So when we look around, when we look back where we have been and where we are yet to go, we see that the people where we haven't gone yet are very eager to receive us. And so where we have been, people have actually changed their attitudes towards government, looking at what has been done, which they did not previously associate with government.
The event was graced by, among others, NRM Deputy Secretary General Rose Namayanja.
Very grateful, first of all, and encouraged that there is massive support for NRM. We have not been anywhere and we didn't find people ready and responding to. We raise issues, or they raise issues, and they have been responded to. The district leadership in all the areas we have gone have raised the issues that have been worked on. The manifesto achievements have been highlighted. Today we are here in Kasambia. The chairman LC5, who is responsible for implementation of programs at the lower level.
Namayanja expressed enthusiasm, affirming that the party is leveling the political ground by organizing such public engagements.
First of all, we have already exceeded our expectations, because given our performance and the level of enthusiasm that we have met in the region, from district to district, from Chiboga to Buvuma to Lwengo to Sembabule to Gomba to Mityana and many others, to Luwero, and here we are in Kasambia.
Following the party's poor performance in Buganda during the 2021 general elections, NRM MPs from Buganda have embarked on the drive to bolster support for President Museveni. Robert Nyango and Gloria Kwitabinji for UBC News.
Thank you so much, Robert Onyango. In more stories, the Executive Director of the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, Rosemary Chisembo, has urged citizens across the country to continue reporting to enrollment centers for registration and renewal of national ID cards, a process expected to run for nearly 10 months. We have a detailed story from Nahawe.
The Executive Director of the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, Rosemary Chisembo, has emphasized the importance of pre-registration via the NIRA website using a laptop or a desktop, saying it greatly shortens waiting time at the enrollment centers.
If people could go online, carry out their pre-registration, and using a laptop and a desktop, we haven't yet optimized it for the phone, it would be much, much faster.
While on a field tour of the new enrollment process in Kawempe Division, she witnessed a large number of residents flocking enrollment centers in areas such as Kawempe Mbogo, Ket Falao, and Bwaise.
My name's Mugisa Catherine. I'm a resident of Kawempe Chirokole. Machines are not slow in action, and another thing is that the officers are well organized more than last time.
Okay, I'm by the name of Monko Jeffrey, a resident of Kawempe Mbogo. We are here for the exercise of renewing national ID.
Chisembo encouraged the public to report any NIRA officials who demand bribes during the registration process in an effort to combat corruption and streamline service delivery.
I said it and I repeat it. You see these people here? They are more than the people asking for money, not so. Is everybody there asking for money? No. It's one person asking many people for money. Is that correct? If you are more than the people asking you for money, name and shame. This is your area. This is the area of the locals. Just drive them out. Drive them out and say, don't ask us for money. This is a free service.
She also noted that many national identity cards processed over 10 years ago remain uncollected. For instance, Kawempe Division alone has over 1,000 unclaimed national identity cards. Charity Nahabwe, UBC News.
The Democratic Party has commenced its 12th National Delegates Conference in Bara City aimed at dissolving the current leadership and electing new officials to guide the party's future direction. The conference, which began on the 30th of May, has yet to produce outcomes as the election of the new leadership is still pending. Now, delegates from across the country have gathered to deliberate on the party's next phase amid calls for internal reform and renewed political strategy. Watch as Ivan Kawa reports.
The Democratic Party has held its 2025 National Delegates Conference in Mbarara City. The conference officially commenced on May 30th, 2025. However, formal proceedings did not immediately take place as the venue quickly turned into a campaign arena. On the second day, the exercise faced delays due to allegations of non-genuine members participating, though the overall mood remained peaceful.
And they have given them name tags, and they are making them, they have allowed them to enter without even IDs. Many delegates from different districts do not have tags. Very many don't have tags, and they have refused them to enter.
Delegates expressed concern over the party's failure to facilitate their participation, pointing to what they believe is a lack of resources within the Democratic Party. Registration and verification of delegates began past midday, which prolonged the process.
Nenga abakulu b'ekibiina bayira okutuliisa okutunywesa n'okutusuza tebakikoze ng'ate bulijjo si bwe kibeera.
The leadership race remains tight with three contenders: Richard Sebamala, the MP Bukoto Central, Lulu Mebaiga, the MP Buikwe South, and incumbent President General Norbert Mao. Now it seems like the cooperation between the Democratic Party and the National Resistance Movement still doesn't sound good in the ears of the delegates. Many of them say that they have not benefited from this cooperation, especially from the districts they come from. Now, as they elect a new leadership to replace the old one headed by Norbert Mao, they say this will give them an opportunity and the chance to ensure they get a leader who will look at the party structures and as well promote unity. They say they need a leader who thinks Democratic Party.
So it was a person, Mao and his team. So like me, I don't support. We have not seen anything good from that agreement.
There are people who can talk like that, but this cooperation agreement just came within. So we can't start lying that Mao has started benefiting from that cooperation agreement. So let us give him a vote, then we see how will he benefit from that cooperation agreement.
These days we are seeing Democratic Party being there is dictatorship in Democratic Party. There is a lot of bribery. There is a lot of no rule of law in democratic structures where people are doing their own things, people are doing their own business, people are doing a party within a party. That is no, we are saying no to that because for us we are Democrats.
This party is from far and President Museveni even fears our party. That's why he even decided to sign with us a cooperation agreement. So we need this party to be together with us. Because why? We don't want this party to start splitting from DP to NUP. We don't know that.
When asked about the kind of party they envision, most delegates echoed the desire to strengthen their presence and relevancy to the grassroots levels.
At the grassroots, there is nothing like DP. I'm actually surprised to see that DP has this big number of supporters.
Come back, we start new structures. Our structures were taken away by some parties. Come back. Don't sit in the offices. Don't sit in SCs. Come back and we build the party, starting from village, LOC1 villages. Come back and we get new members on the grassroots so that we can work hand in hand. We bring back the growth of our party and we take over the power of this country.
By close of business tonight, we shall have known who the president of the Democratic Party is. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News in Mbarara City.
Brought to you by
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80#. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You are now entered the draw to win school fees.
Are you a woman with a small-scale business with a dream of growing it to another level? The GROW Project is here to support you in realizing your dream.
The GROW Project is a government initiative implemented by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development and Private Sector Foundation Uganda with support from the World Bank.
We support women-owned businesses across the country to gain hands-on and business management skills through training within your location, business financing through grants and affordable loans, and infrastructure in your areas of operation to enable you to increase your productivity.
If you have a business that makes sales of up to 800,000 Uganda shillings per month, the GROW Project has the tools and resources to help you succeed. For more information, contact your district or city GROW focal person or call our toll-free line on 0800 307 777 to learn more about how you can benefit from the GROW Project's services.
The GROW Project, empowering women economically, transforming communities.
Life in Uganda today comes with so many uncertainties.
Where will Madam get Kameza if I get an accident and can't work? If anything happens to me, what will Junior eat?
Yeah, Kale Musa is still in the hospital.
Guy is missing a lot of money here.
With a monthly payment of only 3,000 shillings off your Equity personal account for Equi-Life Insurance, you will be entitled to 50,000 shillings hospital cash per night spent in a registered facility, up to 20 nights every year. And your family will receive 3 million shillings in case of your death. Visit your nearest Equity agent to sign up today or call 0312 327 000 for assistance.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
This is a short story about you. No, I don't mean that this is you. No, this is not you. This is me. Of course, this can't be you. This can't be you because you think these things of touring Uganda are for rich people. You think these touring things are for people celebrating anniversaries. This can't be you. Because you think to enjoy wildlife, you have to first put in a leave request at work. Chimpanzees are just a 30-minute boat ride from Entebbe. And you get a chance to feed, name a chimpanzee, or even adopt a chimpanzee. You can even actually use this as a rehearsal to see if you can really provide food for another living thing. God gave us a beautiful country on a budget. We don't have to fly there, we are already here. This is ours, uniquely ours.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotellaconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
Brought to you by
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In our business stories, empowering rural communities with financial knowledge is proving to be a powerful tool in the fight against poverty in Bukoba Parish, Mityana District. A quiet economic transformation is underway, driven by the belief that wealth begins with critical thinking, informed decision, and disciplined savings. Thanks to Mol Gwemgo financial literacy training organized by the Uganda Federal of Community Credit Cooperatives and funded by the Ministry of Interior and Safety of South Korea, villagers are now making smarter economic choices and embracing financial independence. Waita has a detailed story.
In a strategic push to uplift rural livelihoods, local communities in Bukoba Parish are undergoing intensive training in savings, borrowing and investment. The sessions are a part of a unique partnership between South Korea's Ministry of Interior and Safety and the Uganda Federation of Mawul Gemgo Community Credit Cooperatives, aimed at promoting financial inclusion and economic growth. This South Korean funding is yielding tangible results, enhanced financial discipline and changing economic mindsets within these rural communities.
These trainings, we've seen impact that many members have joined our MGs. Many members have changed their mindset and joined, and those who were dormant have started saving. Those who were non-members have joined the MG, others have started buying shares, and we see that many people have started changing their mindset. Others have started taking loans, they've built houses, others have developed their businesses.
Led by experienced instructors, the training equips both members and non-members of village savings groups with practical skills in budgeting, saving and investment.
Let's change our mindset by creating our own banks, buying shares in them, having savings in our MGs, taking loans at a low interest rate. We can change our country.
Participants expressed gratitude to the Korean Ministry of Interior and Safety, noting that the training is equipping them with essential tools to improve financial stability and make informed decisions.
I thank the Ministry of Interior and Safety for supporting us, especially with the youth.
The Ministry of Interior and Safety from South Korea should continue to support this program so that many people shall learn how things are supposed to be done in savings.
Beyond traditional financial literacy, residents of Kasanani, Kanyogoga and Champizi villages have also been introduced to Mawul Gemgo digital financing tools, enabling mobile-based savings and transactions.
I have learned saving with a target and how to use the money saved in my account. All to mobilize my neighbors, my family first of all. I'm going to teach them about this MG.
This initiative underscores one truth: when rural communities are empowered with the right tools, the path out of poverty becomes a journey towards sustainable development. Charity Marion Imnat and Robert Bwaita for UBC.
KCB Uganda is stepping beyond traditional banking by hosting its first ever Power Talk Roundtable aimed at igniting national dialogue on development. More notably, the bank used the platform to unveil practical solutions, including tailor-made products to ease tax compliance and boost business growth. Take a look.
Karate came into Uganda like about 1973. So the main purpose and the aim of the competition is to do a national team selection. We have competitions upcoming like the African Championship and then the World Games, which is going to happen also. We have African Championship in Nigeria, that is the soonest. Then we have another one called Zanshin Tournament in Rwanda, which is in August. The UFA Games is in July in Nigeria. So we gathered up these guys so we can make a team selection and see how we can improve karate.
Different karate styles. We have Shotokan, Gojukai, we have Shitoryu and Wadoryu. So as a federation, we have come together to see how we promote different styles of karate, especially the young blood, the young generation.
And regarding people exchange, that is one of important pillar of government of Japan relationship with Uganda. And sports is very important way to encourage such people exchange and cultural exchange also. And I'm very happy to see directly to the karate match today because, as I say, young generation of Ugandans.
We have just started, but I think we are doing better and I hope for more.
And so far in this competition, I'm seeing the progress is going on well, and I'm expecting a lot from it. I expect that I'll end up maybe going with a gold medal. That is if everything goes on fine.
That was a story about the Uganda Karate Federation that has begun team selection for representatives to compete in Nigeria and Rwanda during the first edition of the Uganda Open Karate Championship. We're sorry about the mishap, but still the KCB Uganda is stepping beyond traditional banking by hosting its first ever Partalk roundtable aimed at igniting national dialogue on development. Take a look.
The money will come.
The KCB Bank Power Talk has gathered key players from across sector, including entrepreneurs, government officials, youth leaders and private sector champions to exchange ideas on Uganda's development journey.
Our build premise largely on fostering regional trade while supporting the growth of local champions, and we'll continue to drive that. We build and collect expertise from our various geographies and ensure that we can support customers building on that knowledge base across those very same countries that we play in. So we are a regional powerhouse with Pan-African ambitions, but for the time being we'll continue also to drive local champions, particularly what we call local content in Uganda, but anywhere else we operate. These are both the SMEs, the large local corporates, but also you, the individual.
The tax solutions, ranging from payment facilitation platforms to advisory support, come at a time when many SMEs and startups are struggling with complex tax procedures.
The product for you, and what the bank does is provide financing against that product as security. So you pledge that product as security to the bank, we give you financing, and this financing is available in Uganda shillings and dollars, where it's dependent on what you are actually going to earn. If your income is in dollars, then we will finance you in dollars. And if your income is in Uganda shillings, we'll provide you that financing in Uganda shillings. So the second product we have launched today is the tax payment product. So what the tax also does is, with the current importation of UNOC, 100% of the tax payment is expected upfront. So what that means is your cash flows will be tied into.
In addition to the product launch, the roundtable spotlighted issues of financial inclusion, innovation and youth empowerment, showcasing the power of dialogue in shaping real outcomes.
It was important that we started to engage with them, not holistically because their needs are very different, their sectors are very different. So we decided we're going to break this down into smaller groups and industry. One, all the parties that will be, within that engagement will either feed into the ecosystem or that value chain. So then the conversations will be more meaningful. So that was really the beginning, that we get closer to our customers, have these smaller engagements, hear from them, get the feedback. What are the challenges in their business? But also to bring in the stakeholders, other stakeholders within that industry.
With the Power Talk series expected to continue, KCB has signaled its commitment to not only talking about change, but driving it through targeted innovation and inclusive engagement.
My brother here who...
Thank you so much for watching UBC News Tonight. Join me later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Chomjisha.